For sure. With that being said, T.Y. Hilton, I mean, he kind of, once Andrew Luck retired, he was going in like the, I don't think it was like second, rounds. Third round, maybe, that. But when Andrew Luck retired, he kind of fell to like the fifth, sixth round. I mean, he was actually not too bad with Jacoby Brissett here. I think he got hurt, banged up towards the end of the year.
He was questionable.
Like, I mean, what do you feel about T.Y. Hilton? Because I feel like that's kind of like, maybe T.Y. Hilton and Jack Doyle are kind of like the guys who are impacted by this. Obviously, Jack Doyle, no more Eric Ebron, so that actually should help him. He's not sharing those targets with the tight end right there. So what's your guys' thoughts on a T.Y. Hilton and a Jack Doyle?
T.Y. what? I mean, I don't mind T.Y. I would take him if he's there, but he's, like you said, he's like a 6th-round guy, fifth, 6th-round guy.
You still think he's like a 6th-round guy, even with the upgrade of the quarterback position?
I would say probably late. I would say now I would say like 4th. Yeah. I would say like late 4th. I'm saying last year that's where he was slipping. This year I would take him in like the 4th round. But would you take him or a Keenan Allen with Tyrod?
Let me ask you this before I answer that question. Anthony, you probably would know this better than I do. How often would T.Y. line up in the slot? Pretty often, right?
Yeah.
He's the guy who moves all over the place, right?
Both. But he was.
With that being said, I'll take a guy like T.Y. who can stretch the field. He stretched the field, but a quicker, shifty guy. Keenan Allen's more of like a PPR possession guy. Like T.Y. is kind of like the home run threat guy, but. So, yeah, I'll actually lean T.Y. I actually think this is an upgrade at the quarterback position over Jacoby Brissett for Phillip Rivers, for T.Y. at least. So, I think you will see T.Y. jump, especially, as we get closer to draft season. I think his ADP will creep back up into that, back into the 2nd, 3rd round area. So, I don't think T.Y. gets out of the 3rd round now with Phillip Rivers there.
Man, that'd be great. I mean, I wouldn't argue if someone took him in the 3rd round. I mean,
yeah, he was kind of like a 3rd round guy. Like, prior to Andrew Luck's retirement, he was like second, actually. He was second round guy.
He was out there balling.
2nd round guy. I'm kind of like on Tyler's side. I think he's going to be – it's an upgrade for him to go to Phillip Rivers. And Phillip Rivers, I mean, he got a good rapport with Keenan Allen, who's a slot receiver too. Lack of outside X receivers, whether you want to say Paris Campbell is going to be good or not. We're talking about a deep
established
sleeper. Yeah, we're talking about a deep sleeper, someone who has to establish himself and still has some growing work to do. So T.Y. is the guy. And when Phillip Rivers has a guy,
Phillip Rivers, rather.
Hey, Phillip Rivers, Merca, fucking choke it up. When he has a guy, he does favor that guy, and he'll probably be a 150 target guy, and if you can get that in the 3rd round, that's value.
For sure.
And he's getting older, but still, he's still got a couple good years.
And T.Y. does break some big plays to where if you want to say there's a difference between him and Keenan Allen, is T.Y. does break some big plays where Keenan Allen doesn't really break those 50-yard touchdowns.
Yeah, for sure.
BRB Blazer.